Singer-songwriter Richard Marx has a memoir called Stories to Tell, available now wherever you buy books, and it's truth in advertising. Having spent close to 4 decades working in the music business, Marx has accumulated a colorful collection of stories, including many funny anecdotes, and he's a great storyteller. I'm Matt Wardlaw for UCR. Make sure that you're subscribed to this YouTube channel and hit the notifications button so that you'll get a heads up when we have new videos. Richard Marx writes about many of his fellow artistic peers, including Prince, but here he tells us a Prince story that didn't make the book and shares his thoughts and memories on being a fan of the purple one.
It was maybe a year or two after that. No, it was probably several years after that, because I was already on my third album or something. And I was working at a studio in LA called the Record Plant, which is legendary. And it has 3 or 4 studios. And at that time I was recording an album. Luther Vandross was down the hall recording. Babyface was across the hallway from me. And we heard that in the back studio, Prince was going to be arriving the next day to be there for a couple of weeks. And we were all in there for weeks at a time. And we were told, the studio management came around our studios and said, look, Prince is going to be starting to record here tomorrow. And you know, don't look at him, don't talk to him. And I remember going, say what now? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, if I pass Prince in the hallway, I'm supposed to not make eye contact or say, and I got all fucking riled up, right? And I was like, I want to see that motherfucker, because I'll get right in his face and go, who the fuck do you think you are, right? Days go by, we don't see Prince. Nobody sees Prince. I'm going out to lunch one day, and I'm at the front door of the studio, and the receptionist said, hey, Richard, there was a call that came in from, she's talking to me, and I've got the door open, I'm about to go have lunch. And this purple limousine pulls up to the studio. His bodyguard, I think his name was Chick. I feel like his name was Chick. He was this gigantic guy. Gets out of the purple limousine, and then out pops Prince, and he's walking towards the door, and this is all happening to me in slow motion, and I'm like, here we go. I'm gonna be like, and as he gets 6 feet from me, he looks at and sees me, and he goes, hey, Richard, how you doing, man? And I go, good. He goes, oh yeah, I heard you were recording here. How's it going? You're making a new... It's like just so nice and chatting. And I'm going, yeah, it's going good. It's really nice to meet you. He's like, yeah, man. And that was it. And it never had occurred to me that maybe that wasn't Prince telling people to not look at him or talk to him. It was his handlers or whatever. And he couldn't have been nicer. And I just remember thinking, yeah, Prince is cool. Prince just talked to me. Prince knew who I was. That was awesome. To this day, when I look at his catalog, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that went by me. Some stuff that I caught up with later. But I always, even when he would put out stuff that didn't connect with me, or that I didn't want to listen to again, or would be like, that was fucking weird, I always had this respect and admiration for him just doing whatever he felt like doing. And also knowing that it was him, that it was really all him. That much like, Stevie Wonder before him, and only a handful of other people who go into a room and create top to bottom. It's one thing for me as a songwriter to be proud of the fact that so many of my songs are music and lyrics by me, and no collaboration. That I'm proud of, playing keyboards on that track, or playing guitar on that track, or playing the guitar solo on that track, which is rare for me. Those are things that I take great pride in. I can't even fathom the talent and the confidence that it takes to go, yeah, I'm going to play everything. I'm going to play every instrument, and I'm going to write everything myself. I'm going to produce everything myself. For all I know, he engineered most of it himself and mixed it, and it's just, he was a force of nature. And I don't think that there's ever been a single human being with more sheer talent than him. I also mention this to as many people as possible, because there are a lot of people that never saw his guitar solo at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Jeff Lynne and Tom Petty, and doing While My Guitar Gently Weeps. He just walks out and plays the solo to the end of the song, and it's one of the most brilliant performances, but also just musically. His choice of notes. His guitar playing was always flashier in his own music, in my opinion. It was a little bit more acrobatic. When he came out and played on that song, my respect for his musicianship actually somehow increased, because he was playing melodies and he was playing stuff that it was like, every so often I just have to go watch it and listen to what he was playing. He was just amazing.
That's Richard Marx. Check out his new memoir, Stories to Tell, and the related soundtrack, which features 2 CDs of his greatest hits and a bunch of rarities, including some songs you probably didn't know he wrote. Find more from Richard Marx by clicking the link in this video's description, and make sure to subscribe to our UCR channel here on YouTube for all of the best news and history of classic rock and pop culture.